Hey guys, thanks for hopping on. We have some more friends joining us in a few minutes. We have the Chatty Lab, and we have Shell and Lexi and Catman John all joining us soon. Just hanging out here with Bastion and his Freddy Krueger shirt. Hey Aussies, how you doing? I just woke Bastion up from taking a nap, and he knew exactly what was going on and came in here. He's like, oh, we're going live, aren't we? But Michelle and Lexi and Tia and Copper and Hannah are joining us soon. So feel free to ask any questions, anything you want to know about talking dogs, talking cats, cats that don't talk. Right, Kylie? Kylie's had enough. I don't know how the weather is by all of you guys in your parts of the country, but we actually had a really nice day today. It was like 45 degrees out. We got to go outside and play Frisbee. Bastion already has all of his steps. Kylie's walking on the button board right now. Hey, Sherry. Bastion's looking around. He's like, who are you talking to? Right? Hey, Kylie. If you notice the phone moving, it's because Kylie's rubbing her face against it. How do you get your pets started on the board? Definitely before you even get the buttons, start modeling just the words in general. I know there's certain words that Bastion already knows as far as like walk and outside and treat, and all of those words he already knew before we even got the buttons. So it was really easy to kind of move over from just talking about them to pressing a button and encouraging their use. So that was something that helped a lot starting out. And then again, once you get the button, just model what it means. If it's outside, every time they hit the button, take them out the front door or the back door, wherever you're going. Hi, Lori. Hi, Lee. Lee just had this crazy procedure done tonight where they froze his, I don't even know, his nerve in his nose. It was so weird, but it's supposed to help with sinus pressure and post-nasal drip. I don't know. It's crazy. You can get the buttons. There's a link in my profile, and we're affiliates. So that means that basically if you buy through us, a portion of the sales go to support Bastion and his buttons. But they're made by Fluent Pet. Where are you guys all popping on from? Oh, hi, Tia. Okay, Tia, now I gotta see how I can make you an admin. La 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 la. That's funny. I don't see you on my list. Friends who go live will be. I wonder if you need to also be live at the same time, Tia. Now, let me see if Sorry, bear with me for a second, guys. I'm trying to figure out how to add everyone else in here. If I go to... add Okay. For some reason, it won't let me add like another host. It looks like you already have to be live in order to add a host. So I don't know if Tia or Michelle, if you want to try to leave. I think I'm getting Tia. Hi.
Hello.
Hello.
I can't see myself, but I see you.
I can't see you either.
Interesting. Okay. Hold on.
It's interesting. It's like allowing me to invite these other people that I'm not even friends with to host. But like, and it says friends who go live will be shown here. So I don't know.
So I'll go out and come back live.
No, I think that I maybe Michelle can do it. Michelle, okay. I'm not sure if you're still in here, but maybe if you leave and start your own live, I can then add you, like as a host.
Hi, Kylie.
She's very chatty today. And you can see Bastion's on.
Hey, Joelle, can you hear me?
I can hear you, yeah.
I think it tells me that I can only have my audio. So this is very interesting.
That is weird. I wonder if like you had a choice between how to join.
Oh, I don't know. Okay, let me see. I'm going to try to go co-host and turn my camera on. Ah! Can you see me?
How did you do that?
At the bottom, it says co-host.
I don't see it.
Click on that and then let me turn my camera on.
Let me see.
I wonder, can I flip my camera around? Because Russell is really smacking. You want to go in the closet? Should I let you in there? You see what's in there?
So what's in
the closet? This is our like water heater. And Russell keeps finding random stuff in here and like bringing it out. This is just like, I think it's just a utility closet for like our apartment complex. It's super random, but he keeps going back there and then he pulls out like springs and like he's taken this out before, but I've never, like, I don't know what it's for. He just keeps finding random stuff back there.
Did you figure out where that coil was from?
Nope. Still here. I think a lot of people suggested it came from a piece of furniture. My thought is that it's old, like it's probably from before we lived here, and like Russell just found it. Like if someone was sweeping the closet, maybe it just got swept back there. But I do also have a rip under my couch. So I'm curious if Russell like grabbed it out there. Tia,
am I here? Oh, good. Okay. Hi.
You made it.
Yes. How are you guys?
We still haven't found Michelle.
Let me come out of the closet.
Okay, I'm gonna take a screenshot just to like see.
Okay, she joined.
She did join. Oh wait, what's going on here? So is it gonna? Oh no, I just lost Hannah. Oh no, there she is. Okay.
Okay.
Wow, we do have 4 of us now.
Good.
I think I'm still here.
Yeah, it kicked you off my screen for a second. Then I was like, oh my god, I just lost her. I guess it would oust the first person that we added.
Can you guys see me?
No.
We can only hear your audio.
Go to your picture and then, yeah, go to your picture, Shell, and then it'll come up and then you can start your camera, I think.
Okay, go to my picture.
I don't know about you
Found
guys.
it.
Michelle,
I think it's working. Yay!
there you go.
Hey,
Hi, friends.
hello.
So I just had the most stressful 5 minutes. I was looking at my watch. I'm like, okay, we got 5 more minutes till we're going live. Let me get my tea. I got my tea. It's pomegranate, so it's red, and I just spilled all over here.
Oh,
It's a
no.
huge red stain, and I'm just like, where's all my stain stuff? So that's what I've been doing the past 5 minutes.
Fun.
I am exhausted. Work's been kicking my butt lately, and I was just I grabbed a Red Bull, which I never drink. I keep them here for an emergency, and I'm like, I'm gonna have a Red Bull. I can't. So it's so funny. When I saw your post, Tia, remembering that California is 3 hours behind. I know that, but seeing it listed at 4:30, that's weird. That's so early.
I know. It's
What
okay.
time do you get off work?
I'm off early. I get off at 3, but I'm usually there until 4-ish. But what, are you asking me or Tia?
Well, I was
Someone
asking
else.
Tia.
Okay.
I wanted to know about you too, Joelle.
Sorry. It depends because I have a private practice, so it depends. And then yeah, every day is different, but usually the afternoons are off. Savannah's home.
Oh, I'm so sorry, y'all. Let me mute myself. My husband just came home. Hold on. Sorry.
Doggy Daddy
Relax.
down.
She's happy.
Calm yourself.
Oh. She's so excited.
Joelle or Tia, did you guys get any questions that anybody really wanted answered this time around in the live?
We definitely earlier we got how do we start with the buttons. So I kind of went over that to model the words first, make sure that you're practicing the words that your learners already know. For Bastion, it's outside, treat, walk, all of the common words that we were already using. So when the buttons came, it was pretty intuitive to pick them up. And then you could do target training without the buttons also. But I don't know about what you guys think the most important piece of advice is.
Yeah, I feel like that was really, I feel like the word association beforehand with cats, because they're not as easy to train. It was definitely, I had to learn how to train Russell to push the button. So we just did clicker training to get him to press the button. And I feel like maybe even association between the clicker before you even start with button would probably have been helpful for us. But I think Russell was just as motivated to learn as I was to teach him. So I think it worked out.
I hear someone talking back there.
He's smacking a lot of Russell. He wants some ice.
Waffles the Yorkie. Hi.
You want an ice cube? I'm gonna travel and get Russell an ice cube.
Oh. Is he looking for attention now? He's like, Mom's got her attention elsewhere. I need to hit all the buttons. The closet needs to open. I need an ice cube. I need everything.
But today
You
was
guys,
just really
I
crazy,
got a
so I had a lot to
question
do on my
about
laptop.
social media.
Oh. Something sounded kind of weird for a second.
Russell, where'd
I think that was
you
me.
go? Come here.
Okay.
No, I said I got a question on Instagram
What's the question?
about social media. About social media and having a talking dog. So I don't know if you guys wanted to touch on that a little bit.
Oh, what is it?
It was just what is it like having social media with a talking dog? So in my opinion, I think it's fun. All of this is just really fun. I meet so many people. I'm enjoying it. What do you guys think?
I enjoy it. I mean, I love meeting people, and I love sort of Copper's whining. Come here. She says no. But the aspect of it where you get some hate, I don't like that aspect of it at all. So the love, bring it on. The hate, go away. Or shake it off.
I would.
Easier said than done.
I know. Yeah.
Am I breaking up? Can you guys hear me?
Oh
I
yeah.
can hear you.
Oh, okay. I would say the same thing. You know, this has been really fun. And initially, we just started documenting Bastion learning the buttons for ourselves, and then all of a sudden, his account kind of took off, and we attracted a lot of people that really loved him. But occasionally, you get a lot of skeptics and people that are naysayers, and that people that are like, just let him be a dog. And I'm like, he is a dog. He probably gets way more attention than most dogs because they spend so much time with him working on this. So I think that there's a lot of misconceptions about it out there. And I'd say that every single one of them is from someone that doesn't have buttons.
Same.
Definitely. I feel like social media across the board could be negative, but such as with anything. But I feel like we have a really good pet community, and most, like 98% of the comments are really nice and uplifting. And then we all have each other, obviously, if there are some naysayers. So it's nice to have like a little community to turn back to.
That's true. I think that the talking dog community is very close. And I mentioned this the other day, how I think Michelle and Tia, we were talking about this like agency that approached us. And we already knew like exactly what was going on with every single person involved before like we actually had a phone call or official conversation with them. So that was kind of funny.
Yeah, that was funny. Yeah. We knew everything.
You mess with one of us, you mess with all of us.
Exactly. You can do a video on that, Joelle.
I probably could.
That would be cute with your little arms.
Oh my gosh.
Oh my gosh, I need pause.
Ours are just like molding from a hardware store, that like scrap molding that I had laying around, and faux fur that I bought at like Joann's Fabric. And I just like hung out watching a movie one night, was sewing them by hand, and yeah. So we had to do like a video for a movie coming out, and I actually brought them into the movie theater, and like the lady at the counter was like, yeah, you can bring your dog and no problem. I was like, oh, okay. And I come in with these fake paws, and I said, can you pass me a ticket? And I grab it with the fake paw.
Oh my gosh.
Like,
I can't wait to see that.
It's dedication. That's awesome.
Yeah.
We did an entire Chewy video with fake paws the other day too. Not Chewy, BarkBox.
That's awesome.
Do you do Chewy videos?
No, we did one once, but it was like we made the video and Chewy bought the rights to it, not that they hired us in the first place.
Oh, okay.
I just
You
put
see what Jen said?
Hey, Jen. Hi, Lori. Have you guys gotten any interesting like ads requests lately or anything? I don't know. I feel like the ads that we get sometimes are just outrageous.
Yeah, I got one saying like, oh, do you want to be a model, Copper? Do you want to be a model in a show? And you can wear either this or that. And I'm like, maybe you don't know us that well.
Well, I got someone that really likes our TikToks and is very impressed by them, and asked us to model their hair removal product.
Oh my gosh.
So I wrote back saying, I'm not sure how Bastion would look hairless.
A little scary, I think.
He'd look like a cat, like one of those, like, I don't even know, the hairless cats.
Yes.
And Jen, you just ordered pizza. Your pizza is probably better than mine. New York City pizza.
I want authentic New York City pizza.
The best pizza I have is actually up near the cabin. We don't have any really good pizza real local on Long Island.
Russell is demanding attention. Oh my God, I really wish I had Long Island pizza or just New York pizza. I feel like I'm missing really good pizza all the time.
Yeah.
We just have like chains where we are in Virginia.
Yeah.
Oh,
So true.
Jen's asking about clicker training. I don't know if you want to explain how you did that.
What's the clicker training? The way that I did it with Russell was just progressive trainings. So I set the button in front of Russell every time he looked at the button. I would click my clicker and offer a reward, and the button said play. So I would just use this feather toy that also likes. We progressed from looking at the button that wasn't enough to the button, and as soon as he touched the button, click between the play.
You're breaking up.
Easy to rest. But Russell is motivated. He's really motivated to learn. Oh no, I have good. Why would we break out all of that?
About half of it.
No, we got some of it.
Any of you guys want to have you guys done clicker training in the past?
I haven't.
No.
Interesting. I know that like I don't train animals. I really don't know that much about animal training. So getting into the world of animal behavior and animal training, I realized that clicker training isn't always something people look.
Oh,
oops. Sorry, I think I might have broken up again.
You were gone.
I guess I don't know what's going on with my phone.
Maybe your internet service isn't doing so hot.
I literally just upgraded it for YouTube. Like, because of YouTube, I needed my internet to work better. So I am paying more money, and I've never had issues with lives like this before. So I might have to call them up. File a complaint.
You're actually sounding good right now.
I guess it comes and it goes. I don't know what's going on.
And I just got a notification that one of my guests went offline.
Oh no.
I think you're okay now, though.
Yeah,
hopefully.
Right. Good.
So you guys, I have a follower named Cruz, and I just wanted to say hi because she came in.
Oh,
Cute.
Nice. Tia, I think someone has a question for you. It looks like someone is asking about the labby one. Oh, me, laggy? Maybe that's me, actually.
No, the lab.
The labby one.
A typo.
Oh, I see the labby one, but I don't see the question.
We'll see.
Maybe they just want to see you.
Oh, here. Cop, come here. She's like, give me a treat. Come.
yeah. Lab.
Come here.
Oh, Copper.
Good girl.
Copper always has
the
the
lab's
best
name.
bandanas.
This is Copper. Her name is Copper, you guys.
Oh, why don't we introduce
That's what someone said.
one that isn't already following one of our accounts.
Good idea.
Start since we're asking about Copper.
Hi, I'm Tia. This is Copper. This is the Chatty Lab. I'm the voice behind the camera. That's it. We started the buttons when she was 4 months old, and I just thought it would be a cool way for her to communicate and give her another way to communicate with me better. And obviously, I still take her communication, her dog communication, and it's not like I'm like, oh, go to the buttons and you have to push outside if you want to go outside. It's not like that. So some people think that. But I take all forms of her communication, and we've been doing it it'll be 2 years next month. So it's a long time. I know. And it seems to have made our relationship deeper and made her calmer. I mean, you guys see her calm with the buttons, and she's very like thoughtful and slow, and then you don't see like the crazy side where she's terrorizing Savannah or like the couch or that side of her. But or if she's in the pool, I guess you guys have seen a little bit of that,
or when she was at the beach.
Yeah, but she has several sides to her, and she is a happy dog. She just looks like this all the time.
So cute.
Oh, yeah.
Joel, we got a question about the dog with the sweater on. Do you want to go next?
Oh, sure. So, Bastion. Bastion is a rescue from Hurricane Florence, and we got him October 18th. Funny enough, I have an app that has like a countdown in it. Counts up and down, and so I opened it today just to put figure out how many more days until we can launch the boat. And it said that we had Bastion's been learning to use his buttons for about 610 days as of today, And we started teaching him in June 2020 after seeing Christina Hunger using the buttons, and then we saw Alexis and Bunny using the buttons. We said, hey, we could do that too. We're in the middle of the pandemic. We haven't been going anywhere. I work in a school, so I knew I was going to be off for the summer and have a lot of time. And again, we started just documenting it for ourselves, and we posted it on his Instagram and TikTok for any of our friends that were already following us, and it just kind of took off. So here we are now, and Bastion has about 75 words. He uses between, I'd say, 30 and 40 consistently, and then the other ones are, I don't know, we haven't added a new button in a while because we're still reinforcing some of the older ones, like some of the names he doesn't use often and some of the toys he just has access to, so he doesn't actually ever talk about them. So we're just practicing those again. And Sebastian is super tiny boy who's willing to wear clothes and use poodle dye on his hair.
I love his mohawk.
He had this like weird bleached like troll hair on his head, and we came over, they just wanted to touch it, and I said, well, it just needs like red hair dye in it, so I don't know, it fits him.
Personality.
Michelle, you want to go
Sorry, I had to clear my throat. I'm Michelle, or you can call me Shell. This is Lexi behind me trying to go to sleep. We started a year ago last month. Last month made a year. Wait, is it February still? This month made a year. And it's crazy. It's been a crazy journey. We started, you guys know the story, but we started because I got sick and I couldn't work my job as a nurse anymore. And I had a lot of like empty time to fill. You know, idle minds are not good for people with mental problems like me. So what I did was I was watching Bunny and I thought that Lexi might be able to do that too. And so that's how we started. And one of her videos, the one where she's like, asked for a treat and then I tell her no. And then she said, please. One of those kind of went viral. And then that's where all of this started. Yeah, but it's been really fun. And Lexi is 8, and so she started at 7 years old. And I didn't always think this, but I kind of thought that older dogs may not be able to pick up on new information that well, but she's doing really good.
I talk about Lexi all the time because she is one of the examples of like an older dog learning to use the buttons. I think people are like, oh, my next dog, and it's like you have a puppy already. I mean, like maybe it's an older puppy, but still, why not?
At least try.
Yeah,
at least try. I think so too. How about you, Hannah?
I can go. Russell's the odd man out in the group right now because I have Russell, my cat, that uses buttons, and he does not sit calmly next to me on the live. So I apologize that he's not in frame. Oh, he's coming over. Russell is 3 going on 4 in May. We adopted him from a local shelter. He was like on display at a Petco. We adopted him in teen. I mean, they were more of a failed foster adoption, but he was so chatty and smart, and he definitely always seemed like he wanted to tell me something. It just seemed like it always seemed like they were like wheels back there. So I watched Christina Hunger when I was in grad school, and I thought her videos were so awesome. I said down TikTok when the pandemic first hit, and then I saw Billy Speaks. So I was like, oh, Russell could do this. So, like I mentioned, I think it's definitely strengthened our bond. His demeanor has definitely gotten way more relaxed. I also say, Tia, like you mentioned, I feel like that is treated.
You're breaking up a little bit on my.
But you could be thrown as the window. Necessity.
Uh-oh.
As if show me.
Kylie was.
I can hear some cats, but
it's Kylie.
Oh, that's Kylie. Okay.
That's got a lot to say, right?
So
well, mostly because that's playing Hannah, you gotta get on the phone.
Kylie's meow is so cool.
Yeah.
It's just like cooling.
Yeah.
Batman is not impressed.
So Hannah is frozen.
Well, she looks happy.
She does look happy.
It's a great picture to be frozen on.
Fake. Good
Ah, sorry.
What'd you say?
I don't know.
I'm trying to figure
I
out
didn't
if I
catch
can
it.
you guys hear me?
I can, yeah, we can hear you
Yes.
cutting out.
I'm gonna jump off and see if I can jump back on.
Okay.
What's your advice on a dog for a special needs child? Do you guys have any advice?
I feel like you would need an expert to weigh in on that.
Mm-hmm.
I don't. There's certain breeds that are probably more appropriate, but then there's also certain, like animals that have trained, like be trained with different demeanors.
Yeah, I'd say the same thing. I mean, it depends on what your child needs, and if you had if you could get an assessment from a dog specialist who specializes in special needs as well, that would be great.
Same.
Is he going to sleep?
You're back, Hannah.
We're optimistic about your return. You're in a different corner of the screen. Maybe it's just that spot. Let's see if Michelle starts freezing.
Oh, I have slobber on me. Oh,
Oh no!
I don't know what's going on
thanks.
with my
Oh
internet.
no! She's freezing again.
It's not the position.
I think oh, no. I think
Someone says, I'm a single mom who can afford one, but really want to help him and help. Oh, there's...
I think she's talking about the service dog.
You know, probably a good person to speak to about that. Flambeau's mom trained Flambeau to be a service dog, and I know her mom's a dog trainer too.
I didn't know that.
Yeah.
It's
Hi, Jimmy Pink Paws. Hi, Lunar Savvy.
Yeah, saying she's offline. I think she's there still. Jimmy Pink Paws
No more. All done.
touches are my favorite. Just like watching those videos over and over again.
What's your favorite?
Jimmy Pink Paws, like the walking videos of like the toe touches. I want to teach Bastion to do that.
Yes, I like that too. The cross pot, the cross dancing with
I have
clicker
to go
tricks.
follow.
Yes.
There we go.
Oh no.
It's okay, Hannah.
I'm gonna stay. Okay. The catty lab. Thanks, Lunar Savvy.
That's what
Oh,
happened.
I have a question. Here's one. If the girls, well, Bastion is a boy. I was like, wait a second, not the girls. If the pets were in high school all together, what would they be like?
Oh my god, that is a good question.
It's funny.
That would probably be like the skateboarder. He'd call it.
He'd listen to ska music and skateboard and be in the back parking lot, maybe smoking.
Better not be.
Yeah. I don't know. What about you, Shel?
I think she'd be like the mom, like trying to mom everybody. Like, oh, don't do that. That's bad.
I think Copper might be like an emo girl, like always so sad.
Just like,
yeah. But I know
boy.
Copper is black.
Oh, got it.
Maybe more of like a Daria.
Okay.
Hi, Lindsay. You.
Oh.
That was a good question. I feel like I never thought about that before.
I never neither.
The
You would
weird things that
observe
pop up in
everyone.
my head.
So, have you introduced any new buttons lately?
The newest one was the paw and belly, but she hasn't used them on her own yet. Kind of because she hasn't really had a reason to. She hasn't needed me to look at her paw. She hasn't had a belly ache. So I've been just modeling it when I pet her, like pet me belly, pet me paw, or look paw, and then look at her paw. That's what we've been doing. How did you guys teach paw and belly? Oh, you haven't? I thought you had belly.
No, we don't have it yet. That's one of our new things that we want to introduce soon. If we do, I keep going back and forth between like I need to focus on the old buttons. He's not using some of the old buttons, and then going back to well, maybe if I give him some new buttons, he'll be like re-excited about the board again because there'll be something interesting to look at or see or smell or I don't know. So I know he knows paw just as far as like he knows how to give me his paw, and I think he knows eye. It's because he eye boogers and we're always like, oh, we're cleaning out your eye. So I think he does know the words. It's just about giving him a way to say them himself.
Or like a reason to, like
Yeah.
some of these words, like I got her hot and cold and she never uses it, but I'm like, when when would she, unless she's describing like cold outside or hot outside. So that's kind of the only times that I've been modeling them. But yeah, hot and cold is a hard one.
You could try it with ice shell.
Ooh,
maybe like your hot tea, put it next to her, like her fur.
that's so
She
good.
can feel it, or like an ice pack that like she can maybe gnaw at. I know they have some toys that you can put in the freezer. Like this one, for some reason, I started putting her big yellow tug rope in the freezer during the summer. It's only during like when it's really hot. It gets really hot here, 110.
Oh my God.
And then I give it to her to kind of like help her cool down.
That it's laggy. That's a really good idea. I'm gonna do that.
The other thing I was thinking about you, Shell, today, because Copper also, I know Lex doesn't like to be brushed, right? So you can't use belly or paw. So Copper likes to lie on her back and put her paws up, and I do tickies on her feet, and she'll just sit there. She loves it. She like gets in this daze. It's so funny.
That's so cute.
Maybe that would work.
Yes.
That sounds adorable. You should do like a story of that, of the tiki so we can.
Yeah. Okay.
I'm trying to think of like what Bastion doesn't like his nails being trimmed, so I guess that would be a way to use paw also. But then I don't want to also give him like a negative association. That might be more of like a ouch or scary or concerned.
Yeah, I was worried about that when I added like medicine, because I was like, ooh, should I add a word that she technically doesn't even like? But it was helpful, at least for asking if she wants to take it or not.
Mm-hmm. When I added later, I thought Copper's never going to use this. She's never going to use later. Like, why use later? I want it now. And then she started to use it appropriately. Maybe not all the time, but it took her a while. It's just kind of an interesting concept.
Later, yeah.
What do you think your pets think later means? Because I know with Bastion, sometimes the next day he'll say later. Like later walk. Like you told me tomorrow walk. We don't have today and tomorrow though either.
No, we don't either.
We don't either.
I do see your comment. Maybe another half hour, maybe? I don't know. What do you guys think? Someone wants to know how long we're going to be on.
I don't know. That sounds reasonable. 8:30.
Yeah, that's fine. I was going to say something, but now I forgot. Oh, later. I think Copper thinks later is not now because you know, it's one thing between like no or all done, but then later is kind of like, oh, you'd say that to maybe your kid. And it's like, okay, no kid wants to hear that. Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Okay, no kid wants to hear that, and I don't think Copper wants to either. Like later pool, so her pool, several times we've gotten these pools who that have gotten damaged and leaked or just got gross, and we throw them away. And when we throw them away, she's like, "Where the heck is my pool? Pool now, pool outside." And I have to say, "Pool later."
Mm-hmm.
And so now she actually doesn't have a pool right now because it's in between seasons. But today it was 85 degrees here in LA. So I'm like, wow, maybe we need to buy one.
Wow, that's gotta be nice.
It was nice today. It was so beautiful.
But it was nice today here too. It was like 56, which is like really nice for us, at least.
Well, it was a nice warm 45 in New York today. And we're expecting a heat wave on Saturday with like 51 degrees, which for me is like April weather. That's exciting.
Bust out the bikinis.
I think that maybe we'll go for a hike or something to celebrate the nice warm weather.
Nice.
I still need to find like a good place around here to take Lex to go hiking. Me hike.
Maybe Hannah knows of one. Is it, are you and Hannah close or no?
Not, I wouldn't say close. She's definitely way closer to the city.
Okay.
I'd say maybe 45 minutes.
Okay.
But, you know, remember, Lexi doesn't like the car.
Oh, yeah, that's right. And
So
why doesn't she like the car? Did you ever figure this out?
She gets car sick.
Okay.
Yeah, but when I gave her the, I can't remember what it's called.
Yeah,
Select. No, it started with a C.
Oh.
I can't remember. But we gave her something from the vet and she didn't vomit. So, but they give you like 4.
Yeah. Because, like, what are you going to do with them? Go home and take them yourself? No, thanks.
Exactly.
Kylie has historically peed, pooped, and puked at least twice on the car ride upstate every single time, there and back. And we gave her gabapentin last year, and we actually got her. So Bastion sits in this like basket that's raised. And he wears a harness and he's harnessed in and it's crash tested and yada yada yada, and he sits in the back seat. So we got an extra one for Lee's car and we put Kylie in it for the car ride, and she was like fine. She got a little puking when we got maybe a mile from the house. She almost made it. And so I feel like maybe a lot of it was her just needing to see the horizon and being able to see outside instead of just bumping around in this wonky car.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, because I get car sick, and if I sit in the front seat and I can like see what's coming ahead of me, it's a little bit better than when I'm sitting in the back seat. So maybe it's the same.
You need to get yourself a little basket all.
Basket with a pool noodle.
Yeah, that's what it is. It's got a pool noodle on it.
I know.
A major design flaw. It's like this like tiny metal thing that he puts his head on, and it's got to be so uncomfortable. So we went to Dollar Tree and got a pool noodle and cut it up and put it on the rim.
Smart.
Well, you're very crafty, Joelle.
I mean, I wouldn't say it's crafty. It was a knife to a pool noodle, but
okay, all right. But what you did with the textiles was crafty.
Oh, thank you.
You painted them?
I painted some of them. So I wasn't a huge fan of the last patterns. And so I just added some like chalkboard paint to it to church it up a little bit. And the other thing is we have the old hardtop tiles at the on Long Island, and then upstate we have the soft top foam tiles that like are standard in the kitchen now. And those are the ones that Bastion like throws the buttons out of literally every second. He like looks at the button and they jump out in fear. So we found that by painting the tiles, it actually tightened them a little bit, like it absorbed the paint and the buttons didn't fall out as often. So I was doing that and then I got frustrated and just threw it and I bought more hardtop tiles. So right ahead of pre-ordering the Connect.
That's what I was going to ask you, if you were going to get the Connect.
I'm Listen, I will get a second job just so I can get the Connect because I can't deal with logging all these buttons every day. He hits it 1,000 times, so I'm going back and watching the videos. I'm like, did he hit treat 19 times or 26? I can't.
Oh my god.
You
I don't know what I'm
pre-ordered.
gonna do. I haven't reserved them yet. I'm on the fence. I don't know. I wish I could try them first because I don't know if so. This one, you guys don't know this, but she has problems with localizing sounds. So she can hear, but I think she never had an auditory test. I don't know who I would call. Probably a dog neurologist. But she can't localize sound, so I don't know if a light would be better for her or too overstimulating. I don't know.
That's so interesting. I wonder if that has anything to do with like her method of using the buttons, of like not looking at them when she's pressing.
Yeah, I don't know. It's so interesting.
Ooh.
I feel
Has she always done that? Like always push them without looking?
Yeah, even when she was a puppy, she just doesn't. I don't know. She doesn't like to be directed. She doesn't, like hell no, I'm not doing that. But even as a puppy, she hardly looked. I mean, when she's learning a new button, she'll look a little bit, but hardly ever.
It's impressive.
It's kind of like hit and miss. It's just the way she learns. So I'm not like that kind of a learner.
Yeah, I guess it's kind of like typing on a keyboard once you remember the placement of where the buttons are. But I don't really trust Bastion's presses unless he's hitting them with his front paws. And even then, I look carefully to see if he's looking at the buttons, like where he's, walking, things like that.
Mm-hmm.
So Lexi today, she used her back paws, and I was like, so earlier she used them to say like I love you or something like that. And I was like, that probably was an accident. So I asked her again. I said, I love you ? And then she said yes, and I was like, you used your back paws.
Did you post that?
No, I didn't record it. Of course not. Of course.
It's always the that you miss.
I know.
And then like my Blink camera, it works when it wants to. It's supposed to be motion activated, but it works whenever it feels like it.
Oh gosh. That's frustrating.
Didn't catch on camera.
What'd you say?
What did you say?
List thing that Lexi and Copper have done that you didn't catch on camera.
Ooh, good question.
Copper gets mad a lot when my husband has this thing. He takes her for walks in the morning, like early, like 6, and then at night. It's their time. And so at night, if he's late and he's working from home, and we got her during the pandemic. So she's like, he went to work a little bit in the beginning and now he's working from home. So she knows what time it is, like, where's my walk and where is he? And then she gets mad. So she'll talk a lot at that time and she's whining at me. No, you're all done. All done. And
oh,
keep whining. Look at her. She has the saddest face. What is it called?
That's the resting sad face.
I know. What do you want? She's like, oh, sorry. Poor puppy hasn't got lots of treats during this live. So she'll talk a lot like where dad upstairs or help mommy. And I catch some of it, but sometimes I don't. And I didn't have a camera for a while that was recording all the time. I have the Eufy Pet because I, did a job for them and they sent it graciously. And I like it. It has good quality, but it's just not perfect. So I know you have the Nest, Joelle, that you don't like that great, but
I like, so the pros of the Nest is that it's almost continuously recording, especially because we have the Echo Show set up next to it. So sometimes it'll pick up motion from the Echo Show and be like, oh, there's something happening. And a lot of times we get the video going all day. Between that and Kylie getting on and off the bed all day long, we have like almost 24 hours worth of footage. But there is a subscription fee, and the camera's expensive on its own. We had an extra one for a side reason, and we ended up switching it out after we decided we liked it enough. We switched it out for the HD one, which was a little pricey also, but at the end of the day I feel like the sound is unbeatable in comparison to what I've seen, and I like that it at least captures everything. I could fight with the app all I want afterwards. The biggest issue with the app is that it's supposed to be intuitive and it captures what it thinks you want, and a lot of times I'll find out that like I'm missing half the video I wanted, or I have to go back and go into the computer and download it some different way. So that's where it gets.
Yeah, frustrating.
I think that, and the other thing is too, it came with default settings. So we actually got it. We got one of them for the cabin, I'd say about a year ago. And we were upstate and we had it on, and I didn't realize it wasn't recording sound. And Bastion had come downstairs and he's like asking to go for, and I said, no, when, Dad wakes up, then we'll go. And maybe half hour later, Lee got up and you could hear like the floor upstairs creaking, and he ran over and hit the upstairs button. And I thought it was so cute. He's like, he's getting up. Come on, let's go. And of course the sound wasn't working in the camera. So we like, at that point, it doesn't make any sense to post the video because people already accuse us of over editing content. So I'm not going to like be like, he pressed this button, but no one else can hear it. It's just that I'm there and you have to trust me. So
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
That's so hard when like she presses something that I don't get like the beginning of it on camera, and then it's like you just put text like she had just pushed this. I'm like,
Yeah,
you just gotta trust me. Like you weren't there.
that's true.
But I know it's hard for like if you're not into this and you haven't been exposed to the talking dogs and the talking cats and stuff. I can see how you'd be like, huh? Is this real?
Yeah, no, I would definitely be a skeptic. And honestly, there's times where I'm a skeptic even of Bastion. Like he'll hit things, and then I also feel like he uses the treat button for other purposes. Like even in the video I posted earlier today, he asks for the boat, and then I'm like, is there something else I can get you? And he's like, treat. And I'm like, do you really want a treat, or are you just like annoyed and looking for attention now? And so I think that in some cases I don't know, it's like constantly trying to play this like psychology battle with your pets to figure out what they really mean.
Yeah, it's so fun though.
It is.
It's like you get to analyze and figure it out.
I know I had added the stranger button, and I'm like, and I almost took it off. And then she started using it sort of appropriately. But I feel like a stranger could also be like something, like bunny, like something in her paw, like a foxtail, or it could be a person, or it could be an animal. So I'm like, okay, I'm going to leave it and just keep modeling. And because I think that could help her down the road with other things.
How are you modeling stranger?
I model stranger. I mean, like, so I do it more towards objects. Like, so when we're out, she thinks everybody's friend. So like, there's a person on a walk she doesn't know, that's friend to her. I mean, she thinks the blow dryer is a friend. Like anything weird, she's like, I'm going to friend this object because she thinks it's different and likes it. So I do call it like the blow dryer friend. So as far as stranger, different things, like if she puts a rock in her mouth, I'm like, no, like that's stranger, no, no mouth, no, all done, take it out. And I pull it out. And I'm trying to think what else. There's different objects.
That's smart. I had never thought about it towards objects because I still have a place on my hex tile for stranger because I have friend, but I don't know. I just don't feel like she'd use it. But you're right. Sometimes we don't think that they're going to use it, and then they start using it.
I feel like I inadvertently taught Bastion that stranger is a bad word because I modeled it whenever there was another dog talking or a stranger came to the house. And now consequently, if I hit the stranger button, he becomes like high alert. And so now we need to do a little bit of work to, normalize the button again.
Uh-oh, how are you going to do that? Oh, hi, Rachel.
Pressing it and getting him to, reinforcing him not reacting. So giving him treats when we're like, oh, stranger's okay.
Yeah.
So They hired a professional trainer to come to the house last year and give us a couple of lessons because Bastion can be reactive. He's not so bad now, but at one point, like 2 years ago, our cabin is on like a peninsula on the lake, which is super amazing, except that Bastion would literally, a boat would pass and he'd start on one side and bark at it until left on the other side. Like, I don't know what they thought, they were trying to come onto our land and pillage our property or something. So we had to work on recall training. We had to work on just getting him not to be barking at boats or kayakers and things like that.
And how's it going?
It's going pretty well. He still barks at people when they come in the house if he doesn't know them, which honestly I don't mind so much. The biggest issue is still dogs sometimes. So funny enough, we went to an event the other day that was like really cool. And Bastion got GoPro footage, but I haven't edited it yet. And it's these ice boats that like race on the Hudson River. And they literally, it's like a boat, like a pontoon, like a boat on skis with sails on it. And we brought Bastion there and he was having a great old time. And then on the way out, he he was on a leash, but he ran up to another dog. And I went to pull him back. And the lady's like, my dog's so friendly. He's fine. Just leave him. I was like, my dog's not so friendly. Like, he needs a lot of time and space to warm up to another dog. And she's like, no, my dog's so fine. And I was like, I don't think you understand. And with that, the other dog made like a snarl at Bastion and Bastion lunged for him. But of course, again, on the leash, I pulled Bastion back and I was like, see, this is why I kind of asked you to keep your dog away. And she goes, well, that was, my dog would never do that. My dog's the nicest dog in town. And she was trying to shame me. And I was like, well, that was rude. And Lee goes, are you talking to her or Bastion? And I was like, well, both. Because, like, how dare you? Like, I told you not to let your dog come up to my dog, and then you try to shame me. Get the heck out of here, lady.
Yeah, totally.
Yeah.
So we're working on that because, like, he should at least be able to coexist. He gets, like, really excited if he sees another dog. And if he doesn't get to meet them right away, he gets, like, super anxious. So.
Probably because it's like he can smell them and hear them, but not interact. That's got to be hard.
Yeah. And he's such a small dog, but he's got such a huge, like, domineering personality. So.
Little dog syndrome.
Yeah. Like that tiny, he's like 5% Chihuahua or something. It's like really overpowering the rest of the dog in him. How is Shell with meeting other? Sorry, your Shell. Sorry, how is Lexi with meeting other dogs?
I'm great with meeting other dogs. She's like, okay, so if you're walking and she sees another dog, she's gonna stop and like stare at it, and she will be quiet unless they bark first. If they bark at her first, then she's going off, like, but just like a happy bark, just like she wants to go and see them, and she wants to go up to them for maybe like a minute or so, and then she's over you. So, but she does really good with them, especially little dogs. I would think that she would, not do so well around the small dogs because she's a bigger dog, but she almost prefers smaller dogs.
Sorry.
She plays with them more.
Oh, hey, Raven. Haven't seen you in a minute. Yeah, Bastion, it doesn't seem to make a difference whether this dog is small or big. He does not like flat-faced dogs, though. Definitely has an issue. I think that he was attacked by a pug when he was a puppy, and so I think he has like PTSD. Like, so now he sees other pugs and bulldogs, and he's very concerned. Although he met a bulldog over the summer, he got along well with. I don't know.
Progress.
Yeah, that's where the animal trainer comes in.
Got it. Yeah, we need an animal trainer because. Copper is great, but on walks, she is crazy girl.
She pulls?
She likes to pull. I mean, she just turned 2. She likes to pull. It's like, we do a lot, but it's bad. She's gotten better, but it's still like, oh boy. We hired a trainer for a few times. Helped a little bit, but still, she has her own will and she's freakishly strong. So.
It's amazing.
How much does she weigh?
She weighs about 78 pounds.
So her and Lexi are pretty close because she's 65.
got it. Yeah.
Oh, Copper's bigger than Lexi. I never would have guessed that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's those angles.
She's so strong.
Lexi's like the old MySpace like photos.
Yep.
Old-
Just like, get my good side, mama.
yeah. Aw. How's she feeling? Has she been to the vet lately?
She's been doing good. She hasn't needed another follow-up. She's been eating and peeing and pooping. I'm just so grateful because I was watching those old videos because I was going to post some to my YouTube, and I was watching that one video where she was shaking. You guys probably know the video I'm talking about. It broke my heart, and I'm just like, look at her now. But I can definitely tell that getting sick set her back a little bit because she's, she sleeps a lot more now, obviously. She's not as like energetic anymore, but she has like her times where she has her energy up and stuff. But I definitely can tell that took a lot out of her being sick.
That hurt.
Hi, Copper.
Copper's whining. No, you're all done.
It's empathy.
All done. Treat. All done. Treat. Yes.
I'm mad Lexi is sleeping all through the live.
Bastion.
Oh, she's so cute. And Bastion.
Oh yeah, Bastion has been very
Jam.
quiet this live.
I know.
Let's
Come
see.
here. Come. Up. Up. No. Good. She's just like, please. I don't have anything. I put them away. You're all done.
I'll give him one. He just ate like a little bit. We got a pie with just cheese on it for him for National Pizza Day. But of course, he doesn't get to eat the entire pizza. So he got like maybe would be considered 3 human bites of it. And he hadn't eaten any of it. He hadn't eaten anything all day. He waits for the pizza to show up. Then he's going to eat the pizza. He didn't even know the pizza was coming. Mm-hmm. And then he goes and eats his nasty food that was left over from breakfast.
Oh.
So I don't know if everyone thinks that he eats so much. He literally like his nose at a lot of the food we offer him. And it's like good quality food. It's not him, just like, I don't know, standard kibble.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
This is stinky.
I mean, but I'd rather snack than eat meals too. I don't blame them.
Yeah.
Yeah, Lexi, actually, I should post that video. I had asked her if she wanted dinner tonight, and she said no, which is surprising because she always wants dinner. I should post it.
Sorry, Copper is still whining. I don't have anything else. I put them away.
She did hear the treat bag and wake up.
Like, that's it. It'd be fun is if like in the lives how people can like send gifts and stuff. If you could like connect it to a Furbo or some kind of camera. People could just out through like the live. That would be fun.
Oh, how cool would that be?
There's gotta be a way to do it to like remote access and like give someone Bastion. I mean, I would have to fill it with kibble or something, so this way he would eat, but that would be right. What do you think?
Oh gosh. Sorry, you guys.
I thought that was Bastion.
This one, I don't know if I talked about this on the last one, but Copper was so picky. She has been picky her whole life with kibble. I think that, I don't know, I have this theory that lots of talking dogs are picky with kibble. And, she's gone through lots of different kibble, lots of different diets. And then she finally settled on Nom Nom. So she loves that and she'll eat it with no problem. But I know that Bunny is picky. I know that several other dogs are picky. What about you guys?
Oh, Lexi's definitely picky. I was worried about, because we had to switch her to the vet food, and I was worried that she wouldn't like it because she had gotten used to eating like, sorry, she got used to me making her food for her because she was sick. And so, but now she's used to this new food because she, the prescription food, and she does pretty okay with it, but she has a very sensitive stomach. I heard that Huskies in general, they have like sensitive stomachs. Like they get upset tummies a lot.
Bastion has a stomach of steel. We actually, like, a lot of the rules are like, you're not supposed to switch up the breed, not the breed, the brands of the food. You're not supposed to do this. It doesn't seem to matter with him. we were feeding Merrick at first, and then I started to research it more and didn't really like some of the ingredients they were using. A lot of it was grain free, so I wasn't a huge fan of that. And then he stopped eating it entirely. We had to give half of it. He wouldn't even eat it. And then we switched to Purina, and he was eating that for a while. And now we Simply Nourish and Instinct Raw, in addition to like raw food from a local farmer's market. And he gets like super snobby sometimes. Like he snubbed his nose to the Simply Nourished today because he's eaten nothing but raw for the last few days. But we leave the raw up at the cabin. So,
what kind of raw food?
it's raw venison. It's from a local farm. And
Interesting.
yeah, and then we do the Instinct, which they sell at PetSmart. So we'll go and get that. And it's like kind of like little raw kibble, and we just soak it in water and let it thaw and feed it to him in the water. And so he gets like a little extra hydration, especially during the summer.
Like little bowl of cereal.
Yeah, just like it.
That's cool.
Raw food.
We have never tried raw. I've always been afraid. But I always envy people that do, because I know like it's healthy and everything, but I don't know. But it's not for everyone.
No. And I think that, there's certain people that, like, especially if you're, depending on your lifestyle, like if you're traveling and you're camping or something, you can't bring raw with you.
Right.
But for the most part, it works for us, and Bastion has a preference for it. And it can be dangerous. Like there's been times where it's been out for a couple of hours and we're like, all right, we have to check it now. And we can't worry about whatever. Meanwhile, he ate like chicken that was 6 hours old.
Oh.
You've been so patient, Copper.
No. She's going to bark again. A second. What is it?
Yeah, Rachel, I think so.
Give me a second.
I think, I'm not sure, like, the only person I have set as a moderator in my mods is Matthew and Lee, and I don't think that any of them are on. Hi,
Christina. Hi. You came right at the end. We're about done now.
Yeah.
I wonder what Copper's doing over there.
Copper's like making her crazy.
I'm coming back. Hold on. Okay. She's like, where's my walk?
Did you guys want to shout out your YouTube channels before we go?
Oh yeah. Oh, Bastion and Bruce.
The Chatty Lab.
Oh, you came on.
What are you running right?
We can't see you, but
I know. I don't know why. It just said you're gonna join with audio only.
I had to push that little that button that looks like this, like with the circles.
Infinity, yeah.
Okay.
Infinity. There we go.
Oh, there we go.
That should work.
There we go.
That's horrifying.
What do you mean?
Nobody needs to see that. Here, I'll show you some kittens instead.
Oh gosh, so cute.
So cute.
It's gonna come kids.
Yeah, they're not button pushing. They're just foster kittens, but they're real cute.
They're super cute.
How old are they?
They're like a month and a half. So my wife and I pulled them from a hoard. A couple weeks ago, we just found out, like, our neighbor came by and was like, hey, did you know they're handing out kittens across the street? And we were like, uh-oh, that sounds bad. So yeah, just handing out kittens. We were like, that's not a good situation. So we ran across the street to find out what was going on, and they were just handing out month-old kittens, which is way too young. I guess someone had abandoned a pregnant mom. We have the mom. Where'd she go? She's over here having a snack. Mama, you want to say hello? She's like, no, I'm having a snack right now. Don't bother me.
Mama gotta eat.
Yeah, but somebody had abandoned them, and she had taken off to go find food. So we got the two kittens, and then a few days later, we were able to go back and trap Mama and get them all vetted. And so we're just here helping them recover from their ear mites and, getting them all free of parasites and stuff. And then we'll introduce them to our guys, and we already have homes for them. They just have to still stay together for another month and a half or so. and then they'll go
That's
on
so
their way.
awesome.
Yeah. So, but it's tough. We're really tired right now because the kittens, of course, they want to like bounce around at like 3 a.m. So we're not sleeping
Sure.
very well.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, but that's that.
Well, I think Kylie's going senile because around 4 a.m. she wants to bounce around more so than usual too. And
Oh
she's,
no.
I don't know if you like, if Michelle and Tia, you've ever had cats, but they go into this like hypnotic trance sometimes where it's just like, and like they're meowing at absolutely nothing. But Kylie didn't do it that often, really ever. Now she's just like doing it almost nightly. So that's like she's probably got like early onset
Dementia.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Although
Wow.
that she's an old lady now.
How old is she?
She just turned 16.
How long do cats
CBD is
live? Because I don't know.
actually- Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
Oh, sorry. I said, how long do cats live, you guys? I had a cat a long time ago, but not for years and years.
They can live to be 30. I mean, that's really like extra.
Wow.
But you know, a good life would be like 18, 20, like really pushing it. But what I was going to tell Joelle was that CBD can be really good if you don't know already, for helping cats with dementia.
Know that.
Yeah, so I can email you some papers on it. But I did a lot of research because we have had cats with dementia. Because we have 13 cats right now, so we pretty much always have like some kind of problem presenting. And CBD has been shown to be really effective in cats for early onset dementia and like cognitive issues. So you could try that. That might help with the like night yowling.
Okay. Bastion has CBD then, and he doesn't really seem to. It doesn't make a difference with him. We got it for him for riding in the car, and if we were going anywhere. And in some cases, I actually feel like it made situations worse. So we stopped giving it to him. But for Kylie, I would definitely try it.
Yeah. Also, dogs like they metabolize medicine so much faster than cats that dogs need so much more than cats do, right? Like dogs need more than people do. Like even Bastion would need more CBD than a person would need, right? Like for it to be effective. Sorry, I don't want to turn this into like a science lesson. I just like I had clients all day, and I think was writing my thesis, and I think I'm just like in this horrible mindset now, being like blah blah blah. I just heard it in my. Sorry, everyone. But yeah, you might. I'll email you some papers, and you can see what the dosage would be to be appropriate for your cat. And oh, hi, baby. Whoa. Go back to babies and not listen to me blab.
Can someone show us the dogs using the buttons? Lexi doesn't really talk on command. She talks when she feels like it.
It might be.
Oh, did you hear that?
Bastion, what do you want? Can you use your words? I know what he wants. It's just going to be the same thing he always wants. Can you use your words? I'm just going to break out the fake paw and pretend. Wow, look at that. He'll say like the most amazing thing for the first time.
He's going to say, why dog?
Copper's like over it. Copper's like, no, I'm done.
Yeah. Do you want to use your words? Do you want a treat?
The head tilt.
Want a treat?
I'm on camera, Mom.
Use your words. He said, what? I don't know if I got on camera. I said, do you want a treat?
Yay!
What a good boy.
See, I don't know. Like he didn't get dinner because he ate his breakfast at like 6:00. So I don't know if he actually knows that he didn't get breakfast and that he's entitled to another meal. Just opportunistically hitting buttons near the treat button. But he's getting a treat. He's not getting another meal.
Got it.
That was Bastion. She said it, Copper, way to go.
Oh yeah, no, it's just done. Copper's like mad. I put it away. Copper mad.
Oh, Kylie's over here now. All right, Kylie, now you.
Oh, hi, Kylie. Aw.
Showing your
She
butt.
gets so close, and then you're like, oh, she's gonna do it.
I know.
Oh.
You hear that?
No, you're just asleep.
She is sleeping. She's out.
She's snoring.
So cute.
Well, lovely
Hey, that's-
friends, I have to head out.
Me
gonna-
too. Sorry.
I was just gonna say, I think that's it for us tonight.
Yes.
We've been on for over an hour.
Oh, wow.
Time flies
Well-
when you're having fun.
We're gonna go on with Christina tomorrow on Instagram, right? And do
Mhm.
trucking
Yeah. On Hannah's channel on Catman John at
Oh.
7:30. Yeah.
Cool.
So you guys aren't doing the happy hour?
I'll probably join towards the tail end if it's still going on. But we'll see. We discussed this prior to that.
Oh, okay.
I missed the
Yeah.
meeting at Sunday, rather.
We'll see for me too. I have to go look at a house.
Are you moving?
Waiting on a realtor.
Tia, are you moving?
Just I mean, hopefully soon, but in town, not far.
Somewhere with a pool for Copper.
Yeah, or somewhere that can, yeah,
And
like
ground
have a
pool.
bigger pool than what she has now. Yes, or not. Oh.
Okay. Well, thank you everyone for joining today, and I guess I'll download this and we'll post it for everyone to watch. Probably not on TikTok. I don't think it'll allow us, but maybe on YouTube or Instagram.
I
Cool.
like it.
Thank you guys.
Take care. Bye.
Bye, friends.
Bye. Oops.